Interested in stock and forex market movement? Want to hear from experts where the market is heading? Every night at 9 p.m. Bringing you market outlook for the week. Available in SCCI Live digital TV channel in YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, without further ado, let's put a hand and welcome Victor. Okay, he'll be sharing with you some fundamentals, the forex and hedging, as well as covering the outlook for the week.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope you have taken your dinner. Okay, this is going to be a weekly session. So you can see once a dealer, always a dealer. Okay, I started out my career as a dealer, so we'll continue to deal until I cannot deal anymore. All right, and I will share this twice weekly if I can, but Wednesday is for sure. Sunday more or less. Now, I will normally share two ideas for the week, whether it's Wednesday or whether it's Sunday. All right, so that you have some ideas what to do. Okay, now, for example, next week, the main event, or I put there the marquee event of the week, is your RBA decision. Okay, so the RBA meeting, for those of you who are trading foreign exchange, is very important next week because it will, of course, determine the direction of the Aussie dollars. Okay, now, it's very highly anticipated, and it will show whether the central bank is desperate in view of the COVID infections ravaging the country. Now, as you all know, Australia is in the midst of another surge in infection in Sydney, in Victoria, now in Brisbane. So it's quite terrible, all right? They have lockdowns all over the country. And that lockdown will eventually affect Australia's GDP growth. So we expect the central bank to put its tapering decision on ice until the COVID situation improves. Now, what is tapering? Tapering is, if you all have traded before, those of you who have not traded, don't worry. All right, you will know, I will explain to you. QE means quantitative easing, means the central bank is pumping money into the system. So when the central bank pumps money into the system, it will have more money, and therefore it will keep interest rates low. Australia was supposed to take off that QE, which means tapering. They were supposed to take off the quantitative easing very soon, and it was going to be decided this coming Tuesday. But because of the COVID, I think they are going to say we will not take off the QE yet. We still need to support the economy. Therefore, we will leave the tapering aside for a while until the COVID situation improves. Now, don't forget, Sydney is going to be in lockdown until end of this month, end of August, which means it's quite terrible. That means your growth will definitely be affected. So therefore, many participants, of course, including myself, we see the RBA putting interest rate decision on hold because the lockdown simply means GDP will slow dramatically in the third quarter. That means from July to September, growth will be very slow, and job losses will increase. As you know, when you have a lockdown, the employers of businesses will cut headcount, will cut jobs. So therefore, the job losses will mount quite a lot. And that means also will slow the GDP further. So I believe that the RBA is going to be very, very cautious when they decide on rates on Tuesday, all right, which will keep the Aussie on the defensive. That means either you can sell Aussie US or you can sell Aussie New Zealand. That is the way to go, okay? Or some of you who have traded may want to buy Euro against Aussie, right? Because Euro, although Euro is not as strong as it should be, but it is stronger than the Aussie. So anything that is Aussie related, or you sell Aussie yen, all right, which is also not a bad cross to go. But what I'm putting here is just to say you sell Aussie or you sell Aussie New Zealand. Preferably, personally, for myself, I like to sell Aussie New Zealand because they are very close cousins, all right? Because Australia and New Zealand are in the same vicinity. But because New Zealand is going to increase interest rates very soon, while Australia is not going to do so, means the New Zealand against the Aussie, New Zealand will strengthen more. So therefore, you sell Aussie against New Zealand. Okay. Now the rate is about 105.30. All right. I will tell you more about the chat group later on. So if you had been in that chat group of mine, you would have sold around 105.90 or 106. So you would have made some money, right? That was just a few days ago. And now it's about 60, 70 points lower. Okay. Another negative for the Aussie has been that traditionally, August has not been a good month for Aussie. Now, if you have traded foreign exchange long enough, like I do, all right? I started my career in 1984 as a dealer, and then I became a treasury manager. Then I went to private banking, and then I went to foreign exchange strategies and analysts, all right? So doing that, we have seen that many years, decades actually, August has not been good for Aussie. And now it's even worse because now it's August and Aussie has this interest rate decision, which they're going to be very cautious about because of COVID. So I think this month, there is a good chance Aussie will go down a little bit more, right? From where it is right now. But after saying all that, you can, over the next few weeks, sell Aussie. But once all this is over, come the end of August or early September, the market will be looking to buy back Aussie. All right, but that one will as we come, I will tell you what roughly where it's going to start. Because I am not very fond of US dollars at this point in time, right? Because I think it's going to go down, but at the present moment, it's very choppy, but it will remain weak, all right, over time, all right? So over the next 1 to 2 days until Tuesday, it's going to be very exciting because you're going to see people trying to put on positions in Aussie. So therefore, putting on an Aussie short, right, against New Zealand is probably a good idea because there is still some way to go, all right, for that cross. Okay, so this is the RBA decision, all right, next week. So we're going to have a lot of fun over the next 2 to 3 days. Now, next. Will the yellow metal shine? Okay. Gold broke above the $18.15 level. Okay, no, 1,815 level resistance on Friday, but unfortunately it was unable to take out resistance at 1832. All right, they tried, they cannot bring it. So it ended the week below its breakout, about 1813. All right, so because why? Traders preferred to square off for the weekend. So they took profit, they square off just in case market becomes a bit funny over the weekend, because sometimes you have news that come out that will impact currencies or gold or any of the asset classes. All right, so many dealers prefer to square off for the weekend. But sometimes, I will speak about it more, people do tend to take what you call a strategic position. They may take half their position to put into longer term trades to generate better revenues or better profits. All right, that one we can talk about it some other time. All right. Now, we believe, or rather I believe, the yellow metal will make another foray to the upside. Okay, and this especially if the US dollar weakens, given that gold is priced in US dollars. All right. And the reason why I say US dollar is going to weaken over time is simply this. The Biden administration, of course, is pumping so much projects, so-called fiscal policy. They're pumping infrastructure deals, and all that requires a lot of money. Okay. And unfortunately for the US style, this is US, this is not Singapore, or this is not some other countries. But the US, when they do infrastructure deals or projects or fiscal policy, they will always oppose funding it via taxes. US does not like to pay taxes. That's the biggest problem. All right. So you have all the billionaires in the US, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all the who's that? Tim Cook, Apple. They're all paying minimal taxes. So how you want to fund your country? All right. Your tax regime allows you to go and circumvent, so-called, I don't like to use the word circumvent, but they have so many accountants, right? Tax accountant, they claim this, they claim that, they claim this, they claim that. Eventually they pay nothing, almost. So how can the country fund all this? They fund all this by printing more money, by borrowing more money. All right. So how do they print money? When you borrow, means you issue bonds. All right. So you issue bonds. So when you issue bonds, people buy your bonds. All right. So you are in debt. So when you're in debt, eventually you have to pay your debt. Right? So the US budget deficit or the US debt is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that will pull the dollars lower and lower and lower. That's why dollar upside, it's going to be very, very limited. The downside is a lot. All right. As you join this group or as you follow this group, I will roughly give you an idea when to get into the US dollars for a little bit of a longer term move where you can earn like 5 or 10% of your positions. All right. 5 or 10% is a lot, okay, my friends. So if you have a one lot position, one lot is 100K position, 5 or 10% means $5,000 or $10,000 profit, right? That one can be seen over the next 3 to 6 months. You can see that. Of course, if you follow this group, you don't follow this group, of course, you will miss a lot of things. Therefore, at the present moment, because I still see the gold going up, you can buy dips, all right? Tomorrow it starts. Anyway, 1805 is a good buy. I think over the next little while, the only danger is this Friday is a US employment data. So if it comes out strong, dollar may go up, gold may go down. But another way to look at it is because the number that they are looking for, the employment number is so high, 926,000, all right? It's a very high ceiling, okay? So that means the number must come out above 926,000 jobs created in July for the dollar to move higher. But if it doesn't, the dollar will move lower, all right? So there is a very high chance that it may underperform, which means gold may even go higher. I think my target next few weeks or next couple of weeks, or even this week, depending on how the market moves, all right? Don't forget the market is very dynamic, so I cannot give you one number like that. But I think we can aim for about 1850, 1854, which is about 2.5% for move up in gold, all right, over the next little while. Okay, all right. So I finished my presentation here. Any questions before we continue?
Don't go yet. We are not done yet. Let me invite you to the world of SCCI. Remember to attend our Monday website creation class, Wednesday our market outlook on trading and investment networking, and Friday our CEO mega networking and business presentation event. Lastly, let me share with you. Welcome to the world of SCCI Digital TV. Watch and chat with friends on the latest news in SCCI YouTube or Facebook channel. We showcase guest speaker seminar at 2 p.m. daily. Get to know our SCCI official members at 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. daily. Wait no more, subscribe to SCCI YouTube and Facebook Digital TV channel now. If you are a business owner, start selling your products through SCCI platforms.
欢迎来到新加坡商会华文读书会第2集，给爱读书的你。今天我们要介绍5本书。第一本书《犹太人智慧：洛克菲勒38封信》。第2本书《稻盛和夫给年轻人的忠告》。第3本书《巴菲特给儿女的一生忠告》。第4本书《塔木德大全集》和第5本书《思考致富》。好，那这5本书呢，现在以优惠价原价55元，优惠价35元包新加坡或马来西亚的运费，所以其实这本书每一本书本身呢是差不多在7、8块钱之间还包了运费，所以是相当值得阅读及收藏的。来，我们来介绍第一本书。第一本书是洛克菲勒写给儿子的38封信。他是地球大家都知道，洛克菲勒是地球第一个亿万富翁，人类史上最富有的人。他呢，老实说一句 ，OK， 中国人有一句俗话富不过3代，但是洛克菲勒家族呢已经6代没有衰败的迹象。是什么造成的呢？所以他38封信呢，在这本书里面，每一封信都有一个标题，所以你可以从这38封信里头，你真的可以学到相当多处事生意人生的一些道理啊。我建议大家收藏这本书。这本书其实不厚了，还好所以有空的时候还可以拿来读一下，相当好的一本可以阅读的一本书。第2本书呢是巴菲特给儿女的一生忠告。这本书呢还是也是很不错，相当的厚。老实说一句呢，这本书呢从5个方面：人生、处事、性格、事业、财富出发一一应对出对儿女的忠告。所以呢，其实从这5方面呢，你还可以领悟到巴菲特怎么样 教导他的儿女的甚至呢，其中还有一些选择权、兴趣、追求快乐、独立认真努力这些小小的细节给予他们的儿女的一些忠告。所以其实当你身为一个父亲或者你自己本身想要提升自己的话，这些忠告其实对你来说有一些启发的。所以我建议大家收藏这本书 ，OK， 或者有时间的时候可以阅读这本书，相当的不错。OK， 来第3本书。第3本书呢是稻盛和夫给年轻人的忠告。哇，这本书呢关于人生抉择和思考为人处事的一些感悟，所以对现在年轻人的迷惑 ，OK， 有着独特的见解和指导的意义。如果你能静下来呢，真的去阅读这本书的话呢，那么你也许能改变不仅只是你处事的心态，更会改变你对一些人生的一些走向。所以一个人想要成大事呢 ，OK， 我是建议你真的可以读这本书，因为它有5条的忠告稻盛和夫给年轻人5条的忠告能启发你一些处事的一些方式好，来塔木德下一本书，塔木德哇，相当的大本这本书你看又相当的厚每个人都希望能成为成功者啦，希望自己能成为财富的掌门人啦 ，OK， 都希望能成功呢。但是这本书当你读完之后呢，就可以可以学到或者让你领悟到犹太人呢一些思考、理财还有他们的生活的方式。这样的话，有可能你能会掌握创造成功人生的一些法宝，发现打开财富之门的钥匙。所以这本书呢，我建议大家有空的时候真的去好好的去读一下，相当好的一本的值得读的一本书能改变到你的人生。还有最后一本书《思考致富》是美国成功学家作家拿破仑希尔创作的人格心理学著作该书呢他在作者20年亲身采访逐渐完成的，所以非常精准的以非常精准的语言呢揭示了一些成功的秘诀，并提出13个步骤甚至给你一些步骤所以这本书呢在全球的销量其实已经将近到了7000万本了。所以这本书不厚，相当好的一本书，拿破仑希尔的一本创作我建议大家好好的去花一些时间读这本书。好，这5本书呢 ，OK， 原价55元，现在优惠价35元。如果你是在新加坡或者马来西亚 ，OK， 包运费了。所以一本书炒过应该是8块钱嘛，炒过8块钱所以是相当值得你阅读的。当你们跟我们购买的时候呢，凡购买者将免费加入我们的读书会会员，所以我们每月将会有读书会分享会读书会聊天群OK， 给那些爱读书的人一起学习，一起交流。好，所以我们还有一些读书会讲座会及一些读书会发布会都会邀请我们的一些读书会会员。所以还等什么呢 ？OK， 如果想要跟我们订阅，可以打上面的电话97291151加65 97291151。好，谢谢
Singapore first integrated social and business platform is here. Chat online marketplace. Everyone is chatting in chat. Connect with new friends around the world. Sharing opportunities and moments. Know what happened around the world. No more prank calls or targeted advertisements. Your personal data privacy is protected against remarketing. Download Chat Online Marketplace now. Singapore first integrated social and business platform. Available in Apple Stores and Play Store.
想推广您的商品来提高销量？新加坡商会提供免费咨询，帮助您在脸书、谷歌、YouTube、抖音执行宣传及销售。我们也全方面为您提供视频制作、直播销售及网页设计，利用网络宣传来提高您的销量。还等什么？快和我们联系，请电972911151或点击下方。新加坡商会，强企为民，商向民心。
Need help to reach out to more customers? Want to increase your sales revenue? Singapore Chamber of Commerce and Industry can help you with your advertising needs through Facebook and Google marketing, YouTube and TikTok campaigns advertising, sales video production, live stream sales, website building and e-commerce advertising. Reach more customers and get more sales now. Make an appointment now through WhatsApp or click on the link below. Want to build a website or an e-commerce store? SCCI Website Builder is the solution. SCCI Website Builder help you to easily build a professional website with a low cost. There is also SEO and marketing functions to promote your website. What if you face an issue? Our customer support will be there to help you. Wait no more, contact us to get your trial account and start creating your website.